What's up YouTube, Awesome Yoga here, and today we're here with a deck profile on Gladiator Beast for the April 1st 2015 band list. And of course this list was pretty much mandatory because we finally got 3 Bestiary back on the list. Actually, I've been thinking it would happen for years and years pretty much, like, oh, this is definitely a list that Bestiary is going to come at 3, and then I finally pretty much gave up hope. And after that, came back at 3, so alright, whatever. But Bestiary at 3, it really doesn't make too much of a difference. It makes Gladiator Beast a bit more playable for those of you who enjoy playing it, want to play them, pretty much like myself. And actually in the format right now you have some tricks to do, so this definitely can beat some of your matchups, mostly Necros. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the profile. So you run a pretty low monster count. Of course you're a triple Bestiary. This is the guy that makes Gizaris, which is pretty much the main fusion you go in and out of. And he pops the back row, which I'll show you later on. Oh, I'll just spoil it right now. We're playing Anti-Spell Fragrance. So in the Necros matchup, your opponent will have to set all their spells, and then you can tag in and out to your Bestiary to pop those spells, not allowing them to use those. So if they set like a Necros Mirror, you pop it, yes it goes to the grave and they can recycle it, but if they search out, no, they'll have to set it first and then you can just blow it up again. So you can make it so that the Necros player loses pretty much all their resources. If they don't have any mirrors, if they don't have any of the ritual spells, they can win. So, really good. Triple Bestiary. Double Lachiari. He's the guy that goes to 21. He's not that great, actually, to be honest. I've dropped the Tanky as well, which I ran in previous formats with the Fire engine put in here. So he is a Beast Warrior. 1800 as a body, as a normal summon to just attack over stuff like Senju, Manju, the Nap, Altair, stuff like that. That is pretty decent, but he's mostly to attack out of, never to attack in. So yeah, definitely not the best right now. You might even want to cut him to 1, but he is a card that isn't too bad in your opening hand, so I decided to go with 2. Then your double Darius, this is your XC maker, so and of course fusion as well. He's pretty good. Double Quest, I've bumped up War Chariot to 3. And I feel like if you're running triple War Chariot, then you definitely need to go with 2 Quest, because Quest can recycle the War Chariot from your grave. And then the one-offs, you have your 1 Hoplamus. He's good. 2400 as a body is decent because it can block Unicorn and Winda, and even Trevor, but Trevor will bounce it, so that never comes up, but theoretically. And just as the 21, he is decent-ish. Pretty much it's just a name to run. First turn, if you set it and your opponent were to run into it with like a Manju or Senju or Unokalai, for example, in this Talon matchup, it's a free switch out. So that's pretty decent. And then of course you have your Myrmilio, still one of the better cards. The only problem still is his own attack, but yeah, that's just something you have to deal with. And then Retiari. Retiari is good in more. I was citing it in previous formats, but right now it's pretty much good in every matchup you can think of. So he's the one who banishes from grave. So yeah, and it's another level 3, which helps with the extra deck. I'm playing some rank 3s as well. So I decided to implement Retiari. So that's the only Gladiator Beast monsters. That is 12, but I'm running triple Proving Ground as well, which you'll see in a minute. Or in second, so you actually have like 15 Gladiator Beast monsters, and then I'm running the 1 Thunder King. In a stun deck like this, or an anti-meta deck in general, or just rogue pretty much in general, Thunder King is the card that can win you the game 1 versus Necros as pretty much a standalone card, which is what you need. So that's the 13th monster. And like I said, you actually kind of have 60 monsters if you're counting the Proving Grounds. For the spells, triple Upstart. You want to get to some combo pieces with your triple Proving Ground. This is all extremely consistency edit stuff without disallowing you to, for example, special summon or something. And then triple Respite. So these 9 cards, these are amazing. Respite, you can shuffle 2 Gladiator Beast monsters back in your deck, draw 3 cards. 3 and 3. Right now, this is absolutely amazing. Makes the deck flow really easily. Pretty much makes it so that you don't brick all that often unless you're opening like multiple Respites. But yeah, this really helps with making a deck that's in general it's less or just not as good as a lot of other decks, but it makes it so that it can compete easier or more easily. So those 9, and then the 1 book and 1 Reigeki. These are Jin outs. Tagging out also counts as special summoning. So yeah, with the Jin, you pretty much don't have anything that can run over it. So you need to go and tag out. So you do need to prevent the Jin, or have it out to the Jin lock at your disposal. Then the traps, so that's 11 spells, traps. Like I said, the triple War Chariot. Even though it's not actually as good as it may have been in previous formats, it's definitely necessary right now. It only negates the monster effects, but that's pretty much something that is needed right now against the Teller, against Shaddoll, against Burning Abyss, and even against Necros. If they go Trishula while you still have something face up, because they were afraid of like a Mirror Force or something they want to attack, or even Valkyries, you know, Valkyries Trish. This is just something that's needed right now. So the triple War Chariot, then the triple Anti-Spell Fragrance. This makes your game 1 against Necros that much easier. Can really be an absolute blowout if you open that and just pretty much any way to attack. And like I said, that's pretty easy with the 9 spells you run, the Respites, the Proving Grounds, and the Upstarts. Triple Mind Crush is just a mandatory card in pretty much every deck right now. Triple Mirror Force makes it so you can always swing in. Your monster don't get destroyed by battle. Yeah, Mirror Force is I usually don't like triple Mirror Force. I usually just run the 2. But in this deck, triple Mirror Force, along with the triple Phoenix Chain, is just mandatory. Phoenix Chain, also a card that stops attacks. Of course, it's great against Trish and Valk, all the cards I just named that War Chariot works against. But this also has the added effect of stopping attacks, which is really relevant in the Glad Beast deck. And then the last trap, of course, the Emptiness. This can just be a lockout. If you have Emptiness, Herculenos, you're pretty much set. The extra deck, Herculenos, of course. You don't make him that often, but this is a beast. It's going to be a really problematic card for mostly Necros to deal with. The double Geyserus, because you need to, and then the 1 Esadari. This is all the 4 fusions you want to run ever. Nerokias, I believe it's called. You know, the fusion that came out in Judgment of the Light, or Primal Origin, I think. Priya, yeah, it's probably Primal Origin. Yeah, Nerokias or something. The other fusion support we got. It was pretty good in the Bujin format, but right now it doesn't really do anything for you. These or just a regular rank 4 are way better, and you shouldn't dedicate a spot in the side or in the extra deck to Nerokias or Nerocleus. I'm not sure what it's called actually. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't feel like you should dedicate a spot in the extra deck to him, because his usefulness just isn't there where you make him that often, or you even want to make it at all. That I would put it in the extra deck. And then just you have some regular rank 4s, Extant, Diamond Dyer, Castell, or Cowboy, Auric. Artland Draco is actually pretty good still. Just being able to get into 2000. Caragorgon really relevant with your Fiendish and your Anti-Spell Fragrance. There's Castell, Dweller, and Rhapsody. These are just all those good rank 4s. Rank 4. The rank 4s just have so many good cards. These are definitely some of the better ones you should be running. And then the 2 rank 3s, Mega Equipped Engineer and Zenmains. This is just for the Retiari and Myrmilio. If you have those two out, these can help in certain matchups or certain game states. Then the side deck, triple max C, mostly Burning Abyss, but in this deck I actually do side it in against Necros as well. Triple MST to get rid of some floodgates. You don't really need to main it because you have the Bestiary to stop some stuff, but it's mandatory to side that. Triple Shadow Mirror, Shadol, and BA. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirror, Satellar. Satellar actually is a pretty good matchup for you, because of mostly because of the War Chariot. The only problem you have is that, which normally War Chariot has the advantage of being a counter trap, so pretty much nothing can be done against it. But of course, Tellers do have the Stellanova Alpha, which is a really problematic card for you. I'm not gonna lie. So Light Imprisoning Mirror definitely helps. 2 Geometrio. Now this, of course, is good against BA, but it's pretty decent against a lot of other matchups as well. And not only because, for like example, against Satellar, they would be able to put down 3 monsters to go into Trivor or Deltros. But this also gives you something to attack. Your opponent gets 3 tokens in defense position, 1000 defense, and this gives you something to poke at so you can tag in and out. So Geometrio definitely a good card to side in Gladiator Beast. And then a 2 Woboku. I'm not maining this because a lot of decks can play around this really easily. Never ever need to walk into this. But against pretty much a lot of rogue decks, this really helps. So I do side it in. And this, of course, this is one of those vintage Gladiator Beast cards. But yeah, it's just not worth it to main it right now. But I did put it in the side deck. So yeah, that's the entire deck. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck. If you have been playing Gladiator Beast, how have you liked it? Are you running something different from me? Like, are you still running the Fire Fist engine, for example? What I've been running 2 formats ago, which was pretty good, but of course, with the triple Bestiary, your monster count rose a little bit, so I felt like there was no need for it. Definitely, since Lechiari has lost some of its viability, so Tanky isn't as good right now. But yeah, in the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck. Leave some suggestions down below. Already got Insector, Lightsworn, Sylvans. Was there something else? No, I think that's pretty much it. So that'll probably be the next 3 decks for right now. Maybe in between I'll do an update on Shadol or Tellarknight because of the Star Servers that that came out recently or are coming out in like a day or two. Depends on when I upload this. But I think they're already out right now on the time that or at the point that you're watching this. So I might do an update of those in between. But yeah, be on the lookout for all those deck profiles. Maybe some openings, but I don't think I'll actually invest in World Superstars because it's a pretty bad set to invest in money-wise, I feel like. So yeah. For now, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you like this video. Show the support, get the message around of awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'd really like to boost my subscriber count a little bit more, to get some more interaction going and stuff, But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!